Welcome everybody to stop 5 of 6, the Without Limits Colorado Cyclocross season. This start, super fun, a lot of riders out here, 3 different fields. With this many riders going into a chicane immediately after the start, things were always going to get a little testy. And here you can see, tried to take the inside line on that rider, just wasn't able to. And number 22 and I would go at it a few times here. This is only a few turns later, he takes that line. I had to kind of hit on the brakes, go back, was able to catch up to him. Don't remember if I ultimately passed him or not, but really strong rider there. Great racing sense. We're coming down now. What felt like the center of the course, a big, beautiful off-camber left-hand downhill corner. Really fun, little slippery you'll see in lap number 2. We are now coming down the second steep off-camber turn on this first lap. Really defines the middle portion of this course. Playing the outside line here, tried to put in the power, knowing that there was a sharp right-hand corner. Was able to get by this rider right before this really fun single-track section that you'll see we're about to bomb on into. Really lucky the chain didn't drop. Really fun section here. That single track brought us to the first pavement section. And you were able to see just how much time able to make up on riders each lap bombing around that hill. But here comes that rider we took the inside line on. He says, "Thank you very much." Gives me a little nudge on the way past. The course then comes back kind of towards the middle section, back up and down that super steep hill. And we actually go up the stairs again. The same staircase, just way lower down. And you can see we're heading now back to the start-finish area on the second and third series of pavement. We're coming back now to the start-finish straight, and you'll start to notice something that you'll see later is riders really trying to hold wheels, conserve energy, and then use this kind of long uphill pull to get past people. And that's exactly what this rider did. This section here was just killing me all day. But at the top of the hill, saw him just ahead of me and knew I could catch up if I got this section right. But as I alluded to earlier, I did not. And see if you can even hear some of the friends in the back yelling. Even with that crash, didn't get past or pass anybody the rest of the second lap. Things really starting to spread out. We're here now back in the middle of the course, catching up to this orange rider, someone I actually raced with at Gravel Nationals. And look at this, something that I mentioned, you'll really see throughout the race, the gap here, about 5 or 6 bike lengths. And then coming into this corner, no brakes, shorten that all the way down to about a bike length. Really helpful section. Even with that, no brakes, corner catch up. Still wasn't able to get past the orange rider. But your next lap, coming back up to the middle section, this rider just a little bit out of gas and was able to get past him, going up right before the stairs, the first stair climb of the race. We are back in the really fun but pivotal section of the course here. And look in the rear view camera, not even a speck of a rider in sight. Coming down the hill, still not really seeing anybody, but just like I used this corner on the last few laps, this rider here in the rearview mirror catching up immediately. And this was going to be a duel for the rest of the day. Coming up here on this really steep section, he still had some power, a little bit over me. I was kind of running out of gas, so he got that inside, but it was not over between the two of us. Battling down through this lower section. On the short burst, I seemed to have the edge on him. And coming into this stair section, I saw him start to walk there, was able to power past, but to be honest, made a huge mistake there. My rationale, going back even to the first lap, was to let him by right here, to hold the wheel on this section and the start-finish straight, which just proved to be not the right move for me, knowing that I didn't have legs in that first long pull up the hill. You see here, me kind of letting him go, saying, you know what, I'll hold your wheel, give me a little bit of a break. But ultimately, that didn't really prove to be helpful, just because as soon as we hit the grass here, he had the legs. I didn't, and that place was kind of just his. At this point, we are on the last lap, and surprisingly still racing, which is always really fun, even on the last lap. Coming through a really fun section again. Saw this rider just ahead of me. I think at this point everyone's really tired. I had a little bit left in the tank, was able to get past him, improve my standings one more spot before crossing the start-finish line.